Nobody's coming to save you. Not now, not ever. And if you've been waiting, hoping for some hero to pull you out of the wreckage, you've already lost. This world doesn't care about your cries, your suffering, or your desperate need for a savior. It's a cold, brutal place where the weak are left behind, and those who rise do so alone. I learned that the hard way. And once you realize that, once you accept that you're the only one who can pull yourself from the darkness, everything changes. They want you to believe you're helpless, that without them, you'll crumble. They feed off your weakness, off the idea that you'll wait and plead for help. But I stopped waiting. I stopped pleading. I became my own savior. When they tried to bury me, I dug myself out. When they tried to break me, I rebuilt myself from the ashes. They thought they had control, but they didn't realize that every blow only made me hungrier, stronger, more relentless. I didn't wait for the world to change. I changed myself. I turned my pain into power, my rage into resolve. They left me in the dark, thinking I'd disappear, but that darkness became my ally. It sharpened my senses, strengthened my resolve. I fought my battles alone, and I emerged, not as a victim, but as a force they can't contain. I realized that nobody else could carry my burden, nobody else could lift me out of the chaos, so I stopped hoping, and I started conquering. You see, waiting for a savior is the easiest way to stay weak. It's an excuse to sit in your misery, to stay chained to the past. But the moment you decide you're done waiting, that's when you become dangerous. That's when you rise from the ruins, a storm they never saw coming. And trust me, there's nothing more terrifying than someone who's taken control of their own fate, who no longer needs anyone's help, approval, or pity. Revenge? It's not just about getting even. It's about taking back every ounce of strength they tried to steal from you. It's about becoming the monster they can't control. They expected me to stay down, to drown in my own struggles, but I used those struggles to fuel the fire inside. I didn't just rise, I dominated. I didn't wait for a savior. I became one. So stop waiting. Stop hoping. The only savior you need is staring back at you in the mirror. Stand up. Take your power back. You don't need anyone's permission to rise. You don't need anyone to lift you up. You have the power to tear through every obstacle, to make them regret every time they tried to break you. They thought you'd fall, but they don't know what it means to rise without help, to become unstoppable. Hit subscribe if you know what it means to be your own savior. We don't wait for heroes. We become them. And when you rise alone, you rise unbreakable.